Hi everyone. Thank you so much for joining in early. We will be starting the free Learn It Live session right on time in few minutes, and we'll be covering the topic how to use ChatGPT and Excel for data analytics in 2024. And also we'll be covering the program introduction of IIT Kanpur's data analytics program. After that, this session is 75 minutes long, so please settle down. And I've dropped us a hello on the chat here. So I'm Rasha Khan. I'm your host for today's webinar, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. As this is a global webinar, you'll be seeing a lot of folks, joining from different countries here. Would love to know where are you joining us from. So please drop us your name and where are you joining us from on the chat here. And before we start the session, it's always good to network, right? These events before we start. So I see introductions have already started coming in there. And also we are streaming live on a YouTube channel as well. And I see a lot of folks who have joined us there as well. Hello to you folks as well. A very good evening, good morning, good afternoon. Where are you joining us from? And also, you can also let us know your introductions on the chat by dropping us a hello with your name and let us know where are you joining us from. Okay, I see a few introductions have already started coming in. And I see Nandigam Praveena has joined us from Tamil Nadu. Gilbert has joined us from Kenya on the YouTube live chat box, and a lot of introductions on the YouTube live chat box as well. That's great. Okay, let me just quickly see. I see Bala has joined us from Coimbatore, Tamil Nadu, Anand from Vijayawada. I see Joshua from Nigeria, Kamsha from Zambia, Tarun from Hyderabad, Muthu from Tamil Nadu, India, Femi from Nigeria, Masood from Pakistan, Chink from Philippines. Oh my God, the chat box is completely blowing up with the introductions, folks. Amazing. Like, keep them coming. I'm Rasha Khan. I'm your host for today's webinar, and I'm joining all the way from Bangalore, India. And it's fantastic to have you all on board. And would love to know if you have just joined. Please don't worry. We are just going to get started with the session. Thank you so much for joining in early. We have a very interesting session lined up for you today. And as you can see with the demand coming in on the chat here, with the amount of folks who have joined us, we have very high attendance here and also very high chat volume for you folks. So we'll be covering the top free Learn It Live topic, how you can use ChatGPT and Excel for data analytics in 2024. And also we'll be covering the program review of IIT Kanpur's data analytics program. So awesome. If you have just joined, keep the introductions coming in, put down your name and where are you joining us from on the chat here. It's always good to network, right? These events before we start the session. Also, meanwhile, you are giving your amazing introductions on the chat here. Let me just quickly take you through the few ground rules we have here for the session. So in case you have any questions for our expert speakers, you can put down your questions in the Q&A box. Now, where is the Q&A box? So where you can see your amazing introductions coming in, that is the webinar chat box. You can see that. And just beside that, if you have joined from your desktop or laptop, you will see the Q&A box just beside that by the name Q&A box, and you can go and put down your questions there. Now, why that? Because due to high attendance and high chat volume, our speakers actually might miss your questions in the chat box, and we would love to address all of your queries to help you out. So for that, Q&A box will be really helpful, and the speaker will be paying attention to the Q&A box to address any of your queries from time to time. Also, the session is being recorded. In case you want to go through the recording of the session once again, in case you missed anything, please don't worry. You can expect a follow-up email from us with the recording link to view. And also for attending this webinar, you also will be getting a webinar certificate as well. So for that, you will have to stay till the end of the session, which is 75 minutes long. And you will have to request a proof of attendance by providing your full name in the post-webinar survey on Zoom. This is only for folks who have joined us on Zoom. So once the session ends, you will get a pop-up by Zoom by the name post-webinar survey, and it will ask you for your full name. Now, a lot of your folks who have just joined us right now, please don't worry. We just covered the ground rules here. We are yet to start the session. I will nudge about the ground rules on the chat as well. So in case you have any questions, you can just direct them towards me and I'll help you with that. So please don't worry. So in case you have just joined right now. Please keep the introductions coming in. I can see a lot of amazing introductions still coming in on chat. Thank you so much. Now, this program is powered by Simplilearn, world's #1 online bootcamp. We have been in the digital skills training space for almost more than a decade now, and we are proud that we have transformed lives by empowering people via these digital skills. Today, the skill we'll be talking about is the data analytics skill, and we have advanced over 5 lakh plus careers in 150 plus countries. We have 40 plus global accreditations. We have 800 plus qualified trainers who do an amazing job, in empowering you via these digital skills here. Moving on to the agenda of today's session. So, the first and the most important agenda of today's session is about you, getting to know a little bit about you, how we can help you out in your career better. And also, we'll be then covering the Learn It Life topic, how you can use ChatGPT and Excel for data analytics in 2024. This topic will be covered. It will take 20 to 30 minutes for this topic. If you have any questions, you can go and put it down in the Q&A box. Also, we'll be covering the program introduction of IIT Kanpur's professional certificate course in data analytics, what exactly this program offers, what exactly the learning path looks like, what are the tools covered in the program, and also the one of the tools being ChatGPT and Excel, which are the major tools covered in the program as well as a part of the program, and how exactly this program is going to help you out, sharing the learner outcomes of the program, the success stories, and based on the interest you share towards enrollment into this IIT Kanpur's program, we'll be sharing you the enrollment steps and also a special session for the Q&A part. In case you have any questions, we'll be taking your questions towards the end. But if the time allows and the experts, gets time, we will be trying to address your query from time to time. So please have a little patience and keep your questions related to the topic or the IIT Kanpur Data Analytics program. And thank you so much for joining in. I'm so sorry. I was going a little fast, but I'll slow down a bit. So starting with first agenda of today's session, getting to know a little bit about you. Let's start with a quick poll here. So I'm just going to launch a quick poll which says how many years of experience do you currently have? And I've just launched that poll on Zoom here. And you can let us know by choosing the most suitable option for you. Experience, the work experience here, when we're talking about experience. And also, meanwhile, you have already started voting your responses on the poll here. Also, folks who have joined us live on our YouTube live chat box, you folks can reply to us on the YouTube live chat box with your experience. Is my voice audible to you folks? You can just respond by saying yes or no on the chat. Just checking 1, 2, 3. Yeah. Awesome, awesome. Thank you so much. Thank you so much. I will give 10 seconds more for the poll here because I see you guys are pretty quick here. You have already, voted for the poll here. Only few of your folks are left. I will try to be more audible in case it's not clear. Thank you so much for letting me know. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here, folks. How many years of experience do you currently have? The first option here is currently studying. Second one, 0 to 3 years. Third one, 3 to 5 years. And the fourth one, more than 5 years. Okay, last 5 seconds. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. And thank you so much for sharing your responses. I will share the results with you as well. Let's see what have you voted for. Interestingly, 38% of the votes are for more than 5 years, the fourth option. That's interesting. A lot of experienced folks here. And 34% is for currently studying, and 18% is for 0 to 3 years, and 10% is for 3 to 5 years. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That definitely gives us and our experts an understanding, how to tailor the responses. Now, I know you guys are very eager for the topic to get started. So let me just move on to the Learn It Live topic here. And also would like to welcome and introduce you to our expert speaker from Simplilearn, Abhisar Ahuja here. Abhisar, a very good evening to you. And along with Abhisar, we have also Ravi Kiran, who has joined as an expert who will be helping in addressing any questions you might have as well along with Abhisar. So Abhisar, a very good evening to you. I think you can see the excitement here for the folks. They are excited for the topic, Learn It Live topic. And we'll be starting the topic, how to use ChatGPT and Excel for data analytics in 2024. So over to you, Abhisar, and please let the crowd know how they can interact with you during the basically topic as well. And any questions you might have, as you can see the chat box, we have some 400 plus folks who have joined us. We have high attendance, and the chat box, we might miss your queries in the chat box. So please put down your questions in the Q&A box. Abhi sir and Ravi will be paying attention to the Q&A box whenever they get time and addressing your queries there as well. So please have a little patience. And I see one question that can we watch it later also? Yes, you can watch it later also. We will be sending you the link to view post webinar. For that, you'll have to stay till the end of the webinar as well. So yeah, over to you, Abhi sir. You can go ahead with the topic and yeah.
Yeah. Hi guys. So guys, you can interact with me in the chat section. So you can drop down. So yeah, guys. So today we'll be starting with the data analytics part. So you would be knowing that data analysis, it's a time-consuming task, and mostly it's done by the data analyst. Yeah. Hello. Hi. 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 And so let's start, guys. I will give you a brief intro, and moving on, I will share my screen.
Sure. Let me stop sharing my screen, Abhi sir.
Yeah. Sure. Yeah, I can proceed.
Sure, sure. Please go ahead and share your screen.
Okay. So guys, you can see here it's ChatGPT, and you can also access it. You just have to type OpenAI ChatGPT in your web browser, and here's the ChatGPT. You can access it. And if you guys don't have the 3.5 version, it's the premium version ChatGPT 4. And what we have here is Data Analyst GPT. So they have various GPTs that are created by OpenAI only. I will show you guys in the Explore GPT section. So these are the GPTs created by OpenAI and more of the creators. And the featured ones are at the top. That is website generator, PDF AI, PDF, diagrams, automated writer.
Just a second. So sorry to interrupt you, Abhi. I think few comments are coming that the screen is not visible. Can we just check in
Okay.
with the audience once? Is the screen visible to you, which Abhi sir is sharing? Yes or no? Yes, it's visible. I can see it on the YouTube live as well. Might be a tech issue from your end, folks, who for whom it is not visible. Please check. Please rejoin. Leave and rejoin once. So sorry to interrupt you, Abhi sir. Please continue.
Yeah, it's okay. It's fine. So guys, here are the GPTs that are created by OpenAI, and these are the trending ones. And here you go. These are by ChatGPT. That's our DALE, data analyst, creative writing coach. And you must be knowing that DALE, it's used for creating images. And similarly, we have the data analyst. So you could use the data analyst to analyze your Excel sheets or any data and get the insights out of it. I want to tell you an insight that many of the businesses out there, they're using ChatGPT as a tool and not relying on the junior data analyst or the more or they don't have the skills part. They are using the ChatGPT for the data analyst part. And we have an option also to create one that is here. So you could also create one of your ChatGPT or the GPT model. You just have to write the prompts for that I want my ChatGPT to act as a data analyst or an expert data analyst with 5 years of experience. And what you want him to work on, you can write all the prompts there. That's how you can create your own GPT. But we won't make it there. We'll just start with the data analyst part. So this is our GPT that we'll be using today. And I will tell you guys for the 3.5 version also, if you guys don't have the premium version, how you can use 3.5 version for the data analysis thing. But currently we have the premium version, we'll go with that only. So as you guys know that data analysis is a time consuming task and it requires a working knowledge of complicated Excel formulas and some programming expertise. Like you use Python and then you convert the like you use Power BI and Python to create the dashboards. So similarly, the ChatGPT will allow you and help you create those for that. He can also provide the code. You can just copy the code, paste it in your like ID, any ID you are using, or you can just type the prompts here and get all the tasks done and download the final Excel sheet from here only. So, what makes ChatGPT stand out in the crowded field of data analytics tools? So, how it's helping us? So, they have the particular data analyst GPT that you are like that's visible on the screen. And how can it only streamline complex processes but also uncover insights that were previously hidden in plain sight? Like when a data analyst uh, analyzes some data, there might be chances that he won't be able to some hidden insights, or he won't be able to analyze some data. But here, with the help of AI, we can do that. And if you don't know about Excel and can't write a single line of code, ChatGPT has the capabilities of a junior data analyst at your fingertips. So you could use that and analyze your data. So let's start with that. So the first thing will be how you can get a data. So there are many free websites from where you can get the data. Let me show you. Uh, I have my data here only. So this is the Excel sheet that we'll be using for the data analysis today. And I will also ping this or provide you later. But if you want to get one, just a second. My Zoom.
Also, Abhisar, a lot of questions here that we are using the upgraded version of ChatGPT here. It is
Okay.
ChatGPT 4, right? And folks, for now, a lot, I think you can watch the session and we will be sending you the recording of the session, which you can refer. Post webinar, it will be sent to your mail and you can refer and then try it for yourself. So please don't worry. Just have fun watching it and let us know if you have any questions.
Uh, Rasha, I don't think my screen, like the browser, what this Zoom has done, I have to extend it like this. Okay. Yeah.
Is it okay?
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay.
The bar that's coming on the top now for the Zoom,
Uh-huh.
that's an obstacle. Like, if we can hide this. Okay, let it be. So if you want to get the data set, just go to the free website that is Kaggle.
I think if you're trying to show us the website, we're not able to see it. Just
Okay,
maybe you
just a
have to
second.
share your that particular tab. Obviously, just check once. You can
Um,
stop sharing and try it again. A lot of requests for the recording. Yes, folks. Just reminding again, you will get the recording after the session. Please don't worry. Sure.
so we can share all our screens, or just we can share one screen.
What you can do is in the same tab which you have opened ChatGPT, right? You can open the table in the same. You can just open in the same particular tab.
Is it visible now?
Are you trying to showcase Kaggle?
Yeah, I'm trying to showcase Kaggle
No, Kaggle is not visible.
now.
No,
Okay,
not sure what is the problem here.
is it visible?
No, it's not visible. Yeah, it's visible now. I hope. Yeah, we are getting yes
Okay.
on the chat.
So guys, just type in Kaggle on your browser and you will get the first website. That's the kaggle.com. Click on that and here's your data sets. Just click on data sets and you could choose any of the data set you want. That could be from the computer science. As you could see that the Netflix movies and TV shows, if you want to analyze this data or you have your own data, you can do with that. So moving on, we have with our own data. Getting back to the chat GPT. Rasha, is my screen visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay.
ChatGPT or Kaggle?
Yeah, chat GPT, data analyst.
Sure. ChatGPT is not visible right now.
Okay.
Not what is the. I'm not sure what is the issue with Zoom here. Maybe you can just check once. Yeah, it is visible.
Okay. So guys, we are back with the chat GPT, and here what we will do is we can insert, or you can just drag and drop the data here. And I have my data on the desktop only, Excel 1 data. So I will choose that and insert it here. You can drag and drop here or just use the pin option. So here we'll ask the chat GPT to analyze it. I am providing you data. Kindly analyze and help me understand what this data is about. So this is the basic command, as we are asking ChatGPT to analyze the whole file and tell us that what this file is about. Let's see how it respond to us. So you could see that it has responded that I see you have uploaded a file named excel1 data.xlsx, and let's start by loading the data to see what it contains. So let's see. And the guys who are using 3.5, I will let you know how you can do that. So you guys could see that we have the response from the ChatGPT, and he's showing us the columns in the data set. Now moving back to the data set. Uh, I'm not sure like if it's visible to you guys. Rasha, the data set is visible.
No, ChatGPT is visible right now.
Okay. I'm not getting the option to share my whole screen. Like if I switch to another screen,
Just
it's
one
showing me
second.
single screens only. Okay. I can
Can
select
you try
multiple
right now?
windows then. Yeah, no, I got the option for multiple windows. I will use that.
Okay. Meanwhile, folks, we have very high attendance and the chat volume as well. So a lot of questions are coming in on the chat here. Please go and put down your questions in the Q&A box. Our expert speaker, Ravi, is actively answering them in the Q&A box. Please go and look in the Q&A box for answered questions already. So, yeah.
So is it visible now?
Yes, it's visible.
Okay. So guys, this is our data that we will be using today. And this is the header for our data, that is order date, quarter order date, ship date, and quarter ship date, ship mode, customer ID, customer name, segment, city, state, country, region, product ID, category, subcategory. So this is the whole data set. And moving back, so ChatGPT has analyzed for us. And the first thing for the data analysis part is data cleaning and preparation. So first we have to do is data cleaning. And before diving into any analysis, it's essential to ensure your data is clean and ready for processing. If you have any anomalies or any blank sections in your data, likely if I show you, if you don't have this here or any data or any date, that would be anomalies, and you won't be able to analyze the data perfectly. So for that, what we do is we'll ask ChatGPT that analyze the sheet, and if you found any empty cells or any anomalies, process with data cleaning and preparation. So let's see how it will respond to us. So this step is very important as it's the basic step. If you don't have the data in any particular format, for example, if there's a data and there's a column for the date and someone has written January 1, 2024, and the next person he has written 1 January 2024. So these both formats are different. And some people also write time with date. So if someone has written January 1, 2024 with 12 a.m., so these things can impact your data analysis part. So you have to be clear, you have to get your data clean and get it pre-processed before analyzing it. So let's see what it has provided us. So there's a missing data. Sorry. So there are 7 missing entries in the Q ship date column. There are 2115 negative values in the profit column. Negative profit values are not necessarily anomalies. Yeah, means there is loss. So cleaning steps, handling missing values. We could either fill in the missing values in the Q ship date based on the ship date or simply drop these rows if not critical to analysis. So what you can do here is you could either put NA that is not applicable for the empty data sets, or you could copy from any other, that is we have another column that is ship date. We could use the ship date instead of q ship date, so we are clear with it, so we don't have to go for the data cleaning part. And there's error analyzing it. Okay, we'll see what has other missing values. It appears there was an error when trying to convert the ship data to a date time format posed by an invalid date 29 to 22. This date doesn't exist since 22 wasn't a leap year. Okay, it has found an anomaly, that is 2022 wasn't a leap year and the February month was of 28 days. So it has found out that. So we will ask him to make it correct. So make the 29th date as 28. So you have to get your data checked here. As you have your own data, you could check it whether it's an anomaly or not. As here it's showing that 29 date, it's an anomaly. And if you have your data, you know like whether it's anomaly or not. Okay, it's have been already corrected. So the first step is done, that is data cleaning and preparation. And now with ChatGPT, you can quickly identify and eliminate duplicates if you have any duplicates in your Excel spreadsheet. Using like if we do in the Excel, we can do it using built-in functions and formulas. And if we have the ChatGPT, so we'll ask him if we have any duplicate values, find out and eliminate those. So these are the basic steps that we do before the data analysis part. So it's analyzing. Let's wait for it. So there are no duplicate rows in the data sets, as all entries are unique based. As I have my own data, and I don't think I have any duplicate. So I know that it has done the job very fine. So guys, from here we will start with the data analysis part. Like on what basis or on what aspects you want to analyze the data. So first we will ask him to create a pivot table and a corresponding chart to analyze sales performance by region. Okay, let's first get a hands on with the sheet. So these are the order IDs, ship date, ship mode, how we have shipped the product. That was by the standard class, same day, or the first class. And we have the customer ID, customer name, like customer name can be the same, like similar person can order many products. The segment, city, state. So this is our sheet. So based on that, we will start creating the pivot table first. So create a pivot table and we will create a pivot table and corresponding chart also. Corresponding chart will analyze. Okay, we will analyze the sales with, you could do with anything. Like if you want to analyze sales in which region you got the highest sales, so you could do that, or you want, you can select any column as per your requirements. So here we will do is analyze sales performance by region. Chart to analyze sales performance by region. So let's see. This GPT can do that. So he has responded that I will create a pivot table to summarize the total sales by region and then generate a corresponding chart to visualize the analysis. And the guys who are using 3.5, okay, I want to tell you that, okay, it will stop if I, okay, it stopped only. We were here. Okay, so we will ask him again as the process being stopped by us only. So for the 3.5, I will tell you guys verbally only. If you have the 3.5 version, so what you guys can do is just take your data set, and here you have your data. Just copy the header file, header section, that is the header row, and paste in your ChatGPT chat box and ask him, or just you can write him that I want to act as a data scientist and analyze the data set. Provide me with the exact and definite answer for each question that I will ask you. And do not provide me with the code snippets for the questions. As ChatGPT can provide the code snippets also, and it can also provide the whole analysis or the bar graphs or the charts you want or the pivot table that we are creating. And you would also ask him that do not provide me with the code snippets for the questions. And the dataset is provided below. I will provide you the first header column, so just analyze it. And after that, I will provide the data set. So this is the prompt that you have to write. I will repeat once again that I want you to act as a data scientist. We are asking ChatGPT to act as a data scientist and analyze the data set and provide me with the exact and definite answer for each question. Do not provide me with the code snippets for the questions. The data set is provided below, and then you can paste the header section of your data set. So similarly, after that, you could use other commands that I am writing here for the analysis part. After pasting the header data set, that is the header row, you can paste other columns. First, enter this prompt and let the chat GPT analyze what we have given to him. And after that, copy all the data set and paste it to him. And after that, ask him that you understand and analyze the data that I have provided you. And after that, you could start with these prompts that we are writing here. That is, create a pivot table and a corresponding chart to analyze sales performance by region. So you could see that it has provided that I will generate a corresponding chart to visually represent the sales across different regions. And this is the chart here. And here is the pivot table showing the total sales performance by region. So it has made the task so easy. If you want to see what it has done, view analysis. This is the code that we have to write if we want to do the analysis part barehanded without ChatGPT. So here he is using the Python matplotlib library, and he's using the pyplot to plot the graph that he has plotted there. So this is the backend that he has done. And those guys who are using 3.5, you could also use the analysis part, as they won't be as there won't be any option to download the final XLS spreadsheet for the 3.5 people. So you guys could just copy the code, go to your ID, paste that, and you can do the analysis part there. And if you want to change the color, you could ask the ChatGPT for that also. Change the color to green for the graph. Just a second, guys. So you guys can see that it has changed the color to green, and the chart now uses the green color to represent the sale performance by region. So here is the first part that we have done for the analysis. And similarly, you could do for other purposes also. That depends on your data and what you need to extract from it. So if I need to create a chart field or find a segment wise sales, I will show you guys. Wait. So these are the segments. That is the corporate segment or consumer segment. If you if you want a sales chart for the segment and the sales, both comparative. You could do that also. I'll show you guys how you can do that. So here we'll create a donut chart. I hope you guys know the donut chart, or else you will see on the screen only, as ChatGPT will create for you. Create a donut chart for segment wise sales. Okay, for segment wise sales, and specify it that segment is a column here, as you have to specify some things to the ChatGPT, else it would take randomly, or it will ask you what segment do you need to get analyzed or want a chart with sales. So let's see how it responds to us. So you could see that it's responding us. Let's create a donut chart to visualize the sales performance segmented by customer type using the segment column from the dataset. And this will provide a clear visual representation of the proportion of sales contributed by each customer segment. So this is a donut chart. And what we are doing here is we are creating all the charts and analysis part. After that, what the businesses do is they take all the charts and create a dashboard to analyze the whole data set. And after that, they drew insights from this data and prepare for their next quarter or next year or their next financial year, or how they can like maximize their production for the upcoming years. So this is how they analyze the data. First, we have done the region wise, that if a company is producing any product and they are identifying which regions have the highest number of volumes or highest number of sales, so they will through through that product in that market or in that region with a whole lot of capacity, so there won't be any shortage. So this is how they analyze the data. And similarly, here we could see sales by customer segment, that the product has been ordered by the corporate facilities, the consumer, that is the retailers, and then the home office. So this is how they analyze data. And similarly, you could write more commands, and that depends what you want to extract from this data. So now we can create a bar chart to find shipment details. That would be how many orders that we have received based on the shipment type, that is the shipment mode. Okay, so for that we'll ask the ChatGPT that create a bar chart, and to find shipment we'll use the same columns only. Shipment mode, create a bar chart showing how many customers ordered using a which shipment mode. Hmm. Hmm. So you guys can see that ChatGPT has started processing, and he's saying that let's create a bar chart to visualize the number of orders by each shipping mode, analyzing the ship mode column. He has specified here ship mode column. And there are sometimes when ChatGPT is confused and he don't know what is ship mode here. So you have to specify that there's a column in the data set and counting the distinct customers who used each mode. So this will help us understand the popularity of different shipping options among customers. So you could see that it has plotted the bar graph. Now, if you want to change the color or the fonts or the styling, you can do that also. And you could copy these, and if you want you could also make the whole xlsx file or any document that ChatGPT supports. Like it supports many of the documents. You can ask him just make a document and insert these bar graphs and the pivot tables into that and make it a sorry make it a downloadable format file, and from there you can download it. So guys, let's see the chat section. I forgot about that only.
No worries, Abhi sir. We have been getting a lot of good responses on the chat here. And Yuvraj also says that it's a very helpful session. A lot of people are asking for recording because they want to go through it again, once the session is done. So you can go
Okay.
through it. Please don't worry. We'll share it after the session. You can go through it and try it
Okay.
on for yourself as well.
Okay, sure. So let's continue with that. So we have done the analysis for three sections, and the mainly analysis depends on how you guys want to extract the data and mainly how businesses want. And I told you guys that they create a dashboard, and they also want KPIs, that is key performance indicators. Will come on that. And before that, I will show you guys what different modes or charts you could create. There's a map chart also. So we'll see how you can prepare that. So create a map chart, uh, and we'll see in which columns we can make that. We can make for the country-wise sales. Okay, create a map chart for country-wise sales. And here also you have to specify which columns you are using. Okay, guys. So there's a error here. Not an error, but the version we are using, as OpenAI also has bound us with some of the capabilities of the ChatGPT. So the GPT-4 version, we won't be able to use it until 8:32 p.m. as we have used the current usage cap. So no worries, guys. I will tell you the prompts orally only, how you could do that, or else we can use 3.5, but we have to give all the data to the 3.5, and we are short on time also. It's
Abhisar,
7:39.
you can, it's okay. Like, I think we have covered a lot of the topic already. You can just orally, summarize it as well for our folks. If you
Yeah,
have
yeah,
any
sure.
questions, we can take up the questions.
Okay. So currently what we are doing is we are creating a map chart for country-wise sales. So I won't be able to show you guys, or I will show you what a map chart is. Okay. This zoom bar above now, it's not allowing me. Okay. Now I can show you map chart in Excel. So this is the map chart. So what does this indicate is that from where the orders have been placed, or from where the orders have been ordered. So with all the data, you could point out the places or the points. You could ask the ChatGPT that point out points or just color the map chart from where the orders have been ordered for a product. And using the data, it will do that, and it will allow you to analyze this data, that from which country or from which part your marketing is strong, or which country has the specific reach for your products. So you could do that also. And basically, which data you have, like I am talking about the business perspective. If you have your own data, and if you want to map out some things, and if you're launching some website or you have launched your product, you could map it from where it has ordered. And similarly, we have the ribbon chart to identify subcategory wise sales. So here we have the subcategory, that is storage, accessories, labels. So if you have the product, that is there's a category office supplies, and there's a subcategory for storage. So you could have a ribbon chart also. There are many charts, so you have to go through all of them. So you have to have a very basic knowledge of how you could showcase your data analysis part into a dashboard. So there's a ribbon chart to identify subcategory wise sales, and there's a line graph, and for that we could use to identify the month on month sales report. As you have seen, if you guys watch cricket, so there's a line graph that indicates how many runs have been scored per over. So similarly, here also you could create that. You could create a line graph to identify the month-on-month sales report as it's going upwards or it's downtrending. Uh, with that, you could analyze your sales and you could create a pie chart. Pie chart is very common. You must have studied. And then comes the create KPI sections, that is key performance indicators. So I will tell you a command that is create KPI for total sales. Just write that and just see what ChatGPT responds. It will create a KPI for the total sales. So these are the KPIs or the key indicators that a company uses to project their sales or what they can do for the next quarter or the next year. So I think I have covered most of the part and we were limited by ChatGPT capabilities. So I think we are good to go. And there's one more thing. There's advanced analysis also. You could you could build a forecasting model to predict future sales based on historical data. As you have this data that you have in the sheet. So you could ask ChatGPT that can you assist me in building a forecasting model to predict future sales based on historical data. So with ChatGPT assistance, you can build complex forecasting models in Excel, allowing you to make informed decisions and plan for the future effectively. So definitely guys, ChatGPT is a valuable tool for Excel users and data analysis that offers assistance in data cleaning, analysis, visualization and automation, and by integrating ChatGPT you could make the prediction models also. So guys, I think this session is good to go. There's a lot of information that I've put in, so we'll see you guys with more such interactive sessions. And Rasha.
Yeah, sure, Abhisar. Thank you so much for covering the topic. Let me just also quickly share my screen and go back to the screen here. Folks, I know there's a lot of demand for the topic and you want to go through it again. We will be sharing the recording of the session with you. And also towards the end, I'll share basically a link towards the recording, which you can watch for the topic as well, if you want to basically access it very quickly as well. So please don't worry. Now I'll be moving on to the basically program introduction. But before that, now that we have covered the session, and as you can see that you guys are pretty excited about the data analytics topic here. So we would love to know what exactly is stopping you from becoming a data analytics expert here. So I'm just launching a quick poll here to understand what exactly is stopping you. This one is a multiple choice poll, and you can select multiple options here. So let me just read out the options for you quickly. The first option here is I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And the second option here is I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. And the third option here is I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And the fourth option here is my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. I think a lot of you who have joined us are experienced professional and also are currently pursuing as well. So this poll definitely will help us understand what exactly are the challenges you're facing. And if these options do not cover your challenges or concerns, the Q&A box is open to you. I think our expert Ravi Kiran AS has managed to answer some 67 questions in the Q&A box already. So please go and check out the answered questions. If you have put down a question in the Q&A box, it has been already answered. And we are actively trying to answer your queries there in the Q&A box. So please go and have a look at the Q&A box here. So we have a program introduction upcoming, the professional certificate program in IIT Kanpur here. For the certificate of the webinar, you will have to stay till the end. So we have some 20 minutes left for the session as well. So for the recording and the webinar certificate, you have to stay 20 minutes into the session. Yes. Awesome. I see most of you have responded for the poll here, but 10 seconds more for the poll before we move on to the program introduction. Also, in the YouTube live chat box, a lot of responses there as well. So, folks, do let us know if you have any concerns or questions for our expert speakers, Abhisar and Ravi. We will be picking up questions from the YouTube live chat box as well for a lot of you folks who are watching us there as well. Awesome. Last 5 seconds for the poll here. What's stopping you from becoming a data analytics expert? Most of you have responded for the poll. You folks are pretty quick here, I must say. So last 5 seconds. Five, four, three, two, one. Let me end the poll and also share the results with you folks and our experts here. Let's see what have you voted for as your concerns here. So 54% of you have voted that I wouldn't get the practical exposure I need to become job ready. And 34% of you have voted for I can't find a program with a fully comprehensive curriculum. And 33% of you have voted for my work schedule won't allow me enough time for learning. And 15% of you have voted for I find it difficult to learn from pre-recorded videos. So thank you so much for sharing that with us. That definitely gives us an understanding of the challenges you're facing. So moving on to the program introduction here. So this program by IIT Kanpur, the professional certificate course in data analytics, comes with a comprehensive learning path, and we'll be talking about the learning path in detail in the upcoming slides. This basically program also has hands-on labs and projects for practical experience. We got a lot of votes in the poll, which is did that you wouldn't get the practical experience here to get your job ready. So we have projects which which help you showcase that practical experience. We'll be talking about that, and also you get access to the online live virtual classrooms with live peer and instructor interaction. Also, this program duration is of 11 months, and you can just complete it by giving 10 to 15 hours per week, even if you're working professional or if you have any other commitments. Also, talking about the IIT Kanpur advantage here. So, the Indian Institute of Technology of Kanpur was established in 1959. I think we all know that, and is a leading education institution with an international reputation here. And IIT is home to India's national blockchain project and the Interdisciplinary Center for Cybersecurity, Cyber Defense. And also, having IIT Kanpur on your CV is a prestigious accomplishment here. Talking about the eligibility and prerequisites. So, folks, if you have any questions about the IIT Kanpur's professional certificate course in data analytics, this is a really good time. Go and put down your questions in the Q&A box. Our expert Ravi is actively answering your questions there. So please have a look there. I think I've gotten one question that what is the eligibility for the program? So I'm in that slide only. So just to quickly take you through that. So you can be from a non-programming or non-programming background here. And also you need to have a bachelor's degree with an average score of at least 50% marks. Also, no prior work experience is required. If you don't have work experience, that is okay. But if you have, that basically works as a plus here. Also, talking about how this program prepares you. Starting with how exactly this program by IIT Kanpur builds your data and the skills step by step. So we start with an induction session once you've basically taken up the program, and we do this induction for this PCC in data analytics. Then we move towards the first learning path of the program, that is business analytics with Excel. So ChatGPT and Excel are one of the tools we have covered in the topic, which are a huge part of this program as well. Then we move on towards SQL and the program foundation and data analytics Python, and then data analytics with R, then W training is covered, and then we end up with a data analytics capstone project. And also the electives here are data visualization using Power BI, data analytics academy masterclasses by IIT Kanpur faculty, and generative AI masterclasses. So generative AI again is a part of the electives here. The electives here are optional, but they come as a part of the program. So you don't have to basically pay anything extra for the electives here. We can take up the optional electives here. I'll showcase that how exactly it looks like in the learning environment here. Also talking about the tools, platforms you'll be learning in the basically particular course. So Excel, I think Excel we have covered in the topic itself, how we can use Excel for data analytics. One of the tools, important tools which are covered in the program, R, SQL, W, Python, and many more. This slide does not have all the tools here which we cover in the program, but there are plenty of tools and platforms which are covered and much more. Also, the capstone projects here. So I think the most amount of votes we have gotten for, you wouldn't get the practical experience, right, by taking up a course. So this course actually helps you, working on capstone projects. So what exactly are capstone projects first? So capstone projects here, are the projects which you can work on with real life experience, and you can showcase to your future employer here. You can build your portfolio through it. If you don't have any experience in data analytics, or if you don't come from a programming or background here, So you can basically build these projects to showcase that experience here. Also, you can choose one out of several domains here. So this project basically program has a lot of these program basically projects you can cover. Also, they provide a great example for your work on your portfolio. Talking about, we have global leaders as program advisors here. So Professor Amey Karkare, who's the Department of Computer Science and Engineering, IIT Kanpur director here. Basically also Poonam and Prabhu Goel, who's the chair professor, and they basically focus on the areas application of program analysis, compiler optimization, software engineering, and machine learning to build software systems. So they basically make sure that Simplilearn is as per the living standards of IIT Kanpur here. Also, moving on to the learner outcomes. I think a lot of you folks, I can see questions in the Q&A box here, that if you can share a few success stories of this IIT Kanpur's program in data analytics. So let me just quickly share that. Interestingly, the previous classes of learners have consisted of learners coming from diverse organizations, world-class organizations like Amazon, EY, Fidelity, Johnson& Johnson, Vodafone, Accenture, Ericsson, Infosys, Nvidia, being one of the few companies. That does not mean they only come from these companies. There are thousands more. And also in the industries, the diverse industries they come from. So you will see folks joining in from IT, BFSI, software product, pharma, healthcare, and retail. In this particular course, they come from diverse industries, and also sharing few success stories here. So let's hear it, what Lena Gemon has to say about the program. She says that she took this program, which consisted of multiple classes. Overall, the teachers knew the subject and covered what was promised. The industry-related projects were excellent, and it helped her put into practice what she has learned in the class. And also, she would recommend these classes to anyone planning to enter data analytics field. This is what Lena says, and let's quickly see what Dhanya Krishna has to say here. So she says that thank you for introducing us to Python and data science techniques. And also she really appreciates the effort. Also, the instructors were very knowledgeable and patiently answered all the questions. So there are thousands of more success stories. I'll share the link towards the program shortly so you can go and check it out for yourself. I'll also show how it looks like, the program page and what are we talking about. Also, Simplilearn also provides career assess services, which helps you with your job search. And this is specifically for Indian specific region. We have partnered with IM Jobs here. The program offers extended support to certified learners to land their dream jobs. We have IM Jobs Pro membership of 6 months for free, which you get through this particular career services. Also, resume building assistance. So SME is assigned to you, who basically helps you build that resume based on the skill set or job role you're applying for. And I think within a week or two of revisions is allowed, and you will be getting the resume basically provided to you based on the continuous feedback. I think within 2 weeks from the first point of contact. And also with the IM Pro Jobs membership, you also get highlighted on the IM Jobs platform, which basically helps you put you in spotlight for potential recruiters in the IM Jobs platform here. Also, at the end of it all, you'll be getting the program certificate from E and ICT Academy IIT Kanpur here. You can see the certificate here. This is E and ICT Academy IIT Kanpur. This is basically, you'll be seeing a name here. This is for the professional certificate course in data analytics, and you can see the accreditations here. Also, the capstone projects, which we have already talked about, they are very important to showcase that true experience here, which basically helps you build your portfolio. It's pretty hands-on, during this program by IIT Kanpur. And also, we have a special master classes delivered by distinguished IIT Kanpur faculty for this program. Also, you get exposure to prompt engineering, ChatGPT, generative AI, which one of the things which we have covered in the topic, learn it like topic, the ChatGPT and Excel, how you can use for data analytics. And there's much more interesting things you can learn, from this program and stay up to date with what's going on in the data analytics industry as well. We just covered a bit of it to showcase you the power of ChatGPT here. And also the career assess services. We have talked about post completion of the certificate course, the IM Jobs Pro membership. So yeah, this is all you'll be getting from this program. Now, let me do one thing. Let me also just quickly share my screen and show you the learning environment of the program as well, and also the program page as well. So let me just quickly go to the learning environment of Simplilearn here. And just a second, I'm just logging in to the portal, and just a second. Also, folks, this is a really good time. If you have any questions, you can let us know in the Q&A box here. And our expert speaker, Ravi, has already addressed hundreds of questions in the Q&A box already. So please go and look at the Q&A box in case you have already put down your question. And if you have any follow-up questions as well, you can let us know. So I'm just sharing back my screen once again. And yeah, I was quickly showing you the learning environment of the program here. So this is how the learning environment looks like of the program. And you can see basically the courses here. So I'm just quickly going to go to the data analytics course here. If I can see here on the learning environment. Or I'll just quickly show you a course here, basically just to show you how exactly the learning environment works. So basically, once you take up the program, you get access to the learning management system of Simplilearn. And the program basically name will be here. This one is IIT Kanpur in data analytics profession certificate course. You will see all the learning path which I've shared covered here in the program and the caption projects which you can unlock. And also you can basically unlock your progress here. You can see how much you have completed through this. Also the electives will be accessible to you, which we have just covered. And these are optional. It is up to you if you want to take them up. Also the certification here. So based on the basically progress you make, you can unlock your certificate based on that. I've already shown you the certificate. Also, let me just quickly go through the landing page of the program as well. So I'll share the link towards the program for you as well. Just quickly, just a second. Lot of messages on the chat here. So I hope you are paying attention to the Q&A box. We have already started addressing your queries there. Let me just quickly open the link towards the program as well for you. So this is the landing page. I'll share this link. Just allow me 2 minutes. So this is the professional certificate course in data analytics we have covered. It has been ranked as the top PG data program in by AIM. And you can go and download the syllabus here. I'll just quickly change the region here to India and also show you the details here quickly. So yeah, so this is basically the program. You can go and download the syllabus from here. I'll share the link. Even after this webinar, if you have any questions, you can basically go and download the syllabus and look into the program and let us know if you have any questions. These are the learner achievements, maximum salary hike of 150%, average salary hike 70%. We have hiring partners, 2,900 plus top companies here, where our alumni goes to Amazon, LinkedIn, Microsoft, which I've already shared, and the certificate here and all the details here. You can also see the tools covered, industry-based projects, the projects which I talked about, the capstone projects here. You have these many projects here which you can choose from. Google Play, Walmart, attention to IBM modeling and exploratory data analysis and visualization for data, Zomato. So these are the projects which basically will set you apart as a data analytics basically person. And yeah, we have job assist program as well. You can check out all the details here in the program and the success stories, which I've already shared, but there are plenty more to cover from. Going back to the screen here. So now that we have covered the program, we would love to know your interest in enrolling into the professional certificate course in data analytics by IIT Kanpur here. So I'm just launching a poll here. And this will ask you, would you like to enroll into the IIT Kanpur's data analytics program? So you can respond as yes to share your interest. Even after this, enrollment interest, the learning consultants from Simplilearn will be reaching out to you, and they will be taking you through a much more detailed walkthrough of the program. Any questions you might have, I will share the link on the chat as well. A lot of you folks are asking that you want to basically enroll into the immediate cohort. So you can use this link which I've just shared for the program page. There is an enrollment basically detail there which you can use, and you can just share your phone number, email, basic details there. And similarly, the learning consultants will get in touch with you, basically to onboard you into the program. So I will be sharing the course fee of the program in the upcoming slide. Just few minutes, folks. I'm getting a lot of questions for the enrollment fee. You can just quickly either use the link as well and go and check it out, or just wait for like few minutes. I'll share that. So the next are the enrollment steps. They are very quick and easy. The upcoming cohort which you can join. We do have limited seats per cohort because there's a lot of demand for this IIT Campus Data Analytics program here. So we'll be sharing the course fee of the program and the upcoming schedule, the cohort which you can join for the program as well in the upcoming slides. Okay, I see that a lot of you folks have already shared interest here on the poll here. And for folks who are watching us live on a YouTube channel, you can either click on the YouTube live chat box. You will see a link of certification in data analytics, and you can click on that link, which you see on the top, or you can go to the description. And on the top of the description, you will see the link towards enrollment for the professional certificate course in data analytics by IIT Kanpur. So folks who would like to enroll through YouTube can do that. And folks on Zoom can basically just vote for the poll which you see on the live on the screen here. So last 20 seconds for the poll here, folks. A lot of you have shared your responses for the poll here. And let me say, a lot of interest towards enrollment. I see a lot of excitement here. Thank you so much. I'll be quickly taking you through the enrollment steps of the program once we are done with this poll. And please go and check out the Q&A box. We have addressed, like our expert Ravi Kiran has basically addressed 100 plus questions in the Q&A box already. Please go and check out the Q&A box. We have 100 plus questions answered. If you have put down a question in the Q&A box, please go and check out the response and let us know if you have any follow-up questions. I hope we are able to address all of your queries here. So last 10 seconds for the poll here. So would you like to enroll into the professional certificate course in IIT Kanpur in data analytics? So you can see a live poll on the screen. And you can share your response as yes. A lot of you have already done, I must say. So last 10 seconds for the poll here for a few of the folks who are still thinking about it. And folks who have already shared the basically response, I've shared the link towards the program on the chat as well, which I've just shown you. And you can also download the syllabus. And once the learning consultants from Simplilearn reach out to you, you can basically ask any questions you have about the program as well. So last 5 seconds for the poll here. I still see the poll is still moving. So we are a little tight on time here. So last 5 seconds for the poll, folks. For the certificate of the webinar, you'll have to stay till the end. And basically, you'll have to put on your full name in the post-webinar survey, which will be visible once I end the session. So a few more minutes, folks, once we will be moving towards the end. Awesome. Last 5 seconds, folks. I see the polls are still moving. That is why I'm extending the time here. So last 5 seconds, folks. I'll be ending the poll now because we are a little out of time. So would you like to enroll into the professional certificate course in data analytics by IIT Kanpur? The poll is live. You can share your responses yes. After that, Simplilearn's learning consultants will get in touch with you for that. Okay, I'll be closing the poll now. Last 5 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let me end the poll. Thank you so much. I think we saw a lot of interest towards enrollment. And I see a lot of appreciation also coming in the chat here. Thank you so much for that. You can let us know how was the session for you, how was the topic covered for you on the chat here. And so show some appreciation for our expert Abhisar and Ravi, who's been actively addressing your queries. So let me just quickly take you through the enrollment steps of the program. Folks, a lot of you folks who have already shared interest towards enrollment. So these are 3 simple, easy steps. So after this, the learning consultants from Simplilearn will get in touch with you. And these are the 3 simple, easy steps they will make you follow. So I'm just giving an overview so you're aware what is going to happen. So the step 1 here is you have to submit an application to us at askus@simplilearn.net. Step 2 here is you'll have application will be going for review based on the eligibility and the criteria I've shared. And step 3 here is based on basically the application review, you'll be getting the admissions offer from the learning consultants from Simplilearn. They'll be contacting you for that. Sharing the enrollment schedule and the program fee. I think a lot of questions about that. So the next cohort here, the induction will be happening in May. The induction is open. And the classes will be starting on 15th June 2024. So this particular slot is already filled. We have only few seats left. You can check out in the link which I've shared. I'm just sharing it once again. So sorry to interrupt the appreciation on the chat here for Abhisan and Ravi. And also the program fee here is 1,25,000 INR rupees, including taxes. Also, we have EMI options as available as well. I think I've gotten a few questions. If I can pay in installments, I cannot pay it all together. So that's totally okay. We have EMI options available. You can check out in this link as well. Yeah, and even mention this to the learning consultant, Simplilearn, and they will take you through the options you can avail for. So it is for as low as 4,254 INR rupees per month. And also, we have very limited seats I've mentioned as well. So you can basically enroll this particular cohort in case you're looking for joining the program. And also, if you have any questions even after the webinar, you can let us know by reaching out to us at askus@simplilearn.net. I'm just putting down that email ID on the chat here. So let me just quickly do that for you. Okay, I'm just putting that email ID for you. And we move towards the Q&A part. So Q&A part, we have managed to answer 130 plus questions. Our expert Ravi has addressed your questions here. Let me just quickly see what questions we have. And okay, I see one question here from Bulu. Is this session useful for the students in HR field? We have Ravi has already addressed that. Yes, HR analysis is one of the popular professions currently in IT market, and also you can carry out HR analysis like GPT-4 like a breeze. So definitely a demand in the HR market. I'm just quickly going through the questions here. We have gotten 100 plus questions, but we have only have few minutes, so I'll just quickly try to summarize the most important questions here, which already has been addressed by our expert Ravi. Uh, Let me just quickly. For an experienced person, does this course enable only to start from junior levels or can avail higher designations? I see this is one question is by Saman, and I see we have responded to it by replying that higher designations based on your background and relevant experience basically are okay. Okay, how can we apply for this program? I have already shared the link towards the program. Awesome. One question is by Zebi here. I am a civil engineering student right now. Do you see any relevance on this field with mine? Yeah, it is completely based on your interest. Okay, awesome, awesome. Folks, please go and check out the Q&A box. We have already addressed your queries there. I'll just give 2 minutes for that. We will be moving towards the end of the session. Thank you so much. Thank you so much for a lot of appreciation here for our experts, Ravi and Abhi. Please do let us know how was the session for you. And you can let us know by dropping in your basically appreciation on the chat here. And also if you have any feedback, now when I end the session, you will get a pop-up by Zoom, which will say post-webinar survey. And you will have to put down your full name there in order to get the webinar certificate for attending this webinar. And then only we can send you the personalized certificate for you for attending. And also, if you have any feedback for us, if you would want to see a particular topic covered, if you would want to see that, please do let us know. You can let us know by sharing a feedback there as well. So thank you so much, folks. This has been an interesting session and a lot of interesting questions. You know, we have answered some 100 plus questions in the Q&A box. Would like to thank our expert speakers here, Abhisar Ahuja and Ravi Kiran. Yes, thank you so much for joining us, and thank you so much. This was a very insightful session. We are getting a lot of appreciation on the chat here as well for you folks. So thank you so much. Thank you for taking the time out, Abhisar and Ravi. And yeah, we'll be back with such more interesting sessions. I'll just quickly share the link towards more webinars here on the chat here. You can go and check out all the upcoming webinars we have on this particular link and basically join a lot of these interesting master classes by Simplilearn. So thank you so much. Thank you for the appreciation on the chat here. Thank you so much once again, everyone. Thank you for being an amazing audience and a very active one. Thank you so much. I think, and also from the interest towards enrollment, I think we'll be seeing a lot of you in the upcoming cohorts of this IIT Corpus program. So looking forward to that. Thank you so much once again. Thank you, everyone. Have a good night. good morning, good afternoon, wherever you're joining us from. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you guys for the session and for the appreciation. Thank you guys.